The government remains committed to empowering women, promoting gender equality, supporting economic participation, and ensuring that minority communities continue to receive the support and opportunities they deserve as equal citizens of Pakistan. For persons with disabilities, an investment of Rs 22.8 billion is earmarked. Despite physical challenges, funding for disability-related programs has been fully protected. The government will continue investing in rehabilitation services. For the social protection sector, an amount of Rs 26.4 billion has been earmarked. Honourable Speaker, the budget 2026-27 is therefore not merely a program of expenditures. It is carefully prioritized investment strategy designed to protect human development, strengthen infrastructure, improve connectivity, enhance water security, promote economic growth, and create opportunities for future generations. Every rupee has been directed towards projects that deliver the highest social and economic return for the people of Sindh. Honourable Speaker, sir, having outlined our strategy for the year ahead, I now turn to a series of transformational initiatives that will shape the next phase of Sindh's development and create new opportunities for investment, employment and prosperity. And so I would like to mention that these initiatives were done under the guidance of Chairman Pakistan People's Party, Mr. Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, and President of Pakistan, Mr. Asif Ali Zardari. And when I talk about them, you will know where we are going to. From our normal day-to-day development work, we are now thinking big and we are thinking international, and I'll come to that now. Sir, our previous achievements in public-private partnership provide a strong foundation for the future. Today, we stand at the threshold of a new phase of development, one that seeks not only to address current challenges, but also to unlock the immense economic potential of Sindh. Every generation is presented with a defining opportunity that shapes its economic destiny for decades to come. And I believe, sir, that moment for the province of Sindh is now. The government of Sindh believes that the time has come not merely to build projects, but to lay foundations of a new economic future. The initiatives that I am about to announce are therefore not conventional development schemes. They are long-term strategic investments designed to transform Sindh into a globally connected hub of trade, finance, technology, energy and sustainable growth. So the government of Sindh, through its pioneering public-private partnership framework, established one of the most dynamic and successful PPP portfolios in the region, spanning critical sectors for the economy and infrastructure. Through sustained commitment to innovation, transparency and private sector participation, Sindh has emerged as a leading PPP jurisdiction, earning both national and international recognition. The global standing of Sindh's public-private partnership program is reflected in recognition by the 10th United Nations Economic Commission for Europe for PPP forums, which published case studies on 4 PPP projects undertaken by the government of Sindh. During the year, the internationally renowned publication, The Asset, conferred the prestigious PPP Deal of the Year award on the Sindh Riverine Forestation Project, further demonstrating the quality, innovation and global relevance of Sindh's PPP initiative. Earlier, The Economist ranked Sindh's PPP project the 6th best PPP program in Asia, a distinction that continues to underscore the province's leadership in innovative infrastructure financing and public delivery. The Sindh's public-private partnership program has been acknowledged by the Federal Finance Minister as a trailblazer in PPP development and received appreciation from the Prime Minister of Pakistan. The success of Sindh's PPP framework has received recognition at both national and international level. Most recently, during the National Economic Council meeting held on the 10th of June 2026, the achievements of the Government of Sindh's PPP unit were formally appreciated by the National Economic Council, and the Government of Sindh was requested to share its experience and provide guidance to other provinces to accelerate implementation of PPP projects across Pakistan. This recognition reflects Sindh's leadership in infrastructure development, innovative financing, and efficient project delivery. Mr. Speaker, sir, building on this strong foundation, the Government of Sindh is now embarking upon the next phase of PPP's journey. The focus is no longer merely on expanding the portfolio. Our focus is now on undertaking transformational and strategically significant projects that will redefine Sindh's economic landscape, accelerated growth, strength, competitiveness, and create a more enabling environment for investment, business, and sustainable development. The initiatives that I am about to announce represent this new generation of PPP projects. They are designed not only to address present-day infrastructure needs, but to position Sindh as a leading center of trade, finance, technology, energy, and innovation for decades to come. Sindh has always led from the front. It was the vision of Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto that led to the establishment of Port Qasim, which today handles nearly 40% of Pakistan's maritime trade. Most recently, Sindh became the first province to develop an airport through its own resources in the Thar region. These achievements demonstrate that when Sindh combines vision with determination, transformational changes become possible. Building upon this legacy, the government is embarking upon the next phase of its development journey. Sir, I am proud to announce that the Sindh government is going to undertake the KT Bandar Maritime and Economic Corridor. Throughout history, great cities and prosperous economies have emerged around ports, trade routes, and maritime gateways. The development of KT Bandar represents Sindh with a once-in-a-generation opportunity to create an economic growth pole on the southern coastline of the province. Sir, I remind you that this project was conceived by Shahid Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto during her government from 1993 to 96, and it is now that the government of Sindh is by itself taking this project to fruition. Guided by the vision articulated by President Asif Ali Zardari, the government has initiated the process of evaluating KT Bandar as a future maritime, logistic, industrial and energy hub of regional significance. An internationally benchmarked integrated economic viability assessment will be undertaken to evaluate the development of a modern coastal economic corridor incorporating port infrastructure, industrial zones, logistic and warehousing facilities, export-oriented manufacturing clusters, energy infrastructure, and multimodal transport connectivity. The assessment will also examine strategic links with the Dhabeji Special Economic Zone, Thar's energy and mineral resources, and emerging regional trade corridors. Our vision extends far beyond the development of a port. We envision a new economic ecosystem that can generate investment, industrialization, export, and employment for the generations to come. The successful development of KT Bandar has the potential to transform the economic geography of Sindh in much the same way that Port Qasim transformed the economic landscape of Pakistan several decades ago. We expect that the federal government will support the government of Sindh in this big leap forward. So the next important initiative that we are undertaking is creation of the Sindh Infrastructure Financial Center in the city of Karachi. Karachi has long been the commercial and financial heart of Pakistan. It hosts the country's largest banks, capital markets, financial institutions, and corporate headquarters. As Pakistan's gateway to international trade and investment, Karachi possesses all the ingredients necessary to emerge as a leading regional financial center. Building upon this historic strength and leveraging Sindh's internationally recognized expertise in developing innovative public-private partnership projects, I am pleased to announce that the government of Sindh has initiated the process for establishing the Sindh International Financial Center as a world-class platform for investment, finance, innovation, and dispute resolution.